Have you finished designing your logo design and you thought to yourself, what format should I send? How should I send it? This video is just for you. We're going to be looking at 4 instances that you're going to be sending different types of formats to a client, a vendor, a developer, and a designer. And we're also going to look at what would they need that format for. But other than that, stick with me until the end, because I'm also going to show you a basic letter that you should be sending with your designed logo to a customer so that you look professional, boss. So let's jump in and do this. In this video, we're going to look at what you should be sending to your customer after you've designed that amazing kick-ass logo. So we're going to start with the client first. With the client, you need to send them a PNG file, a JPEG file, which are images, and then you need to send them the PDF as well. And what do they need this for? It could be profile images on their social media, internal documents that they use for work like memos and letterheads, PowerPoint presentations, and email signatures. So it could be endless what they would need this logo for that you've designed for them. So let's have a look at, for a designer, you have designed the logo and your customer is saying, move my logo to this particular designer because I want them to take over my logo design. Then you need to send the designer a PDF file, a Canva link that you share with them where you've designed your logo. If you've designed it on Canva, or if you've designed it on Illustrator, on Adobe Illustrator, then you need to send them that source file so that they're able to convert it and change it to the customer's desires. So what do they need this for? They could be designing a website, banners, animation, marketing materials, etc. Any design project that they might be designing for your customer, they will need these source files in order for them to help your customer. So with a developer, you need to send them the SVG file. And this is a scalable vector graphic file that they can change and tweak and adjust and make it their own, that you need to send to them. You can send them a PNG. You can also send them a JPEG file. And they usually need this for a website or an app development. They can customize your customers' emails or landing page or even blogs. And the last person that might need your design would be a vendor. So your customer wants to put their logo design on their window at their shop, or a t-shirt, or printing, or stationery, or flyers, or etc. You need to send them a PDF file, that SVG file, and the EPS file. So with the EPS file, you find this on Adobe Illustrator, and it is also a vector file that is used with a high quality image for printing. So you can send them that. I will be sharing this PDF template as a link on the description below, as well as the standard letter that you could be sending to your customers. So let's have a look and see what options are available with our beloved Canva and on Photopea. So when you've designed your kick-ass logo design and you're ready to download, you click on download, and the options that are available, almost all of the options are available except for that EPS file, because you find that on Illustrator. But JPEG, PNG, PDF standard, PDF high quality, SVG, this SVG option to download sharp vector graphics is only available for pro users. If you're a free Canva user, you won't be able to download these vector files. So if your customer is looking for a vector file, you can go down to the description below, upgrade to a pro version, or try it for 30 days and see how it feels like. We also have an MP4 that we can download on Canva, as well as GIFs. So with Photopea, you've converted your 3D logo and it looks stunning. You want to share it with your customer. Then you go File, Export As, and there are the options that are available. PNG, JPEG, SVG file, GIF, PDFs, and then the other web, BMP, TIFFs, etc. that are available that you can download and share with your customer. The last thing I wanted to share that I promised I was going to share is how do you create a standard letter to a customer, thanking them for the business as well as sharing the content that you've designed in these files that you've designed for them. So this is just basic standard that I usually share with my customer. I thank them for trusting us with their brand, and then I give them the links for Canva, and I also share the PDFs and the images so that they can use it as they want. So it's a basic standard letter that you could send to your customer. It shows professionalism and people will trust you to design for them because you're a professional designer. As promised, let's look at that quick tip that I want to share with you so that you don't lose your intellectual property and the time that you spend designing for mahala, for free. So say you've designed a beautiful logo, whatever design that you want to share with your customer, and you want to make sure that they don't give it to another designer or they don't pay you. You would watermark your designs. So the trick is to add a watermark, like Shutterstock does on their pictures. You would go to text. I'm a fan of using the font combination. Then you can scroll down and find a font combination, or you could also go and use the text and tweak it that way. Once you've added this font combination, you just ungroup it and then you delete the huge, and then you can use the sail as your watermark. You just double click and you add your watermark. I am laying with ZA, and I'm going to change the color and make it white, and then I will make it transparent so that the client is still able to see the design but they can't use it. And then I would send the watermark to backward, and then I would just lay it across to the design itself so that when we download it and we share it with the customer, he can still see the gorgeous design that we've made for him, but he must pay. So that's the whole point. If you are on Photopea and you want to do exactly the same, you've done a 3D logo, you want to share, but you also want to watermark it because you must need, the mission must continue. We can't continue without money. Then you're going to go to your text, and then you would type your watermark, and then you'd also size it. You'd go to your size and make it a big size, or you can make it 300 if you want, depending on what you would like the size to be, so that it's somewhere in the design. He can still see the design, but he can't use it or give it to another design, and they're still my intellectual property or your intellectual property. That's the tip. Thank you for joining me today. You can watch how to create a gold text on Photopea, and I will see you next time when we say we are designing.